Penny was running late. Literally, running at the sidewalks of New York, apologizing to whoever she bumped into. So, what's she late for? A band. Cass's band. Actually, they had met last week, and it was refreshing for Penny to see a familiar face. It felt nostalgic. Cass had even offered Penny to stay at her apartment for a while since she's technically homeless. It's a long story, and Penny doesn't really want to talk about it to anyone. One kind thing she can do now is to get there on time. She stopped by a random streetlight, trying to catch her breath. It's been so long since she'd run this far. After taking a taxi, she was dropped off at a fancy building. At least to Penny it was. It's pretty decent to live here. Penny can imagine how huge its apartment room is. I mean, that's why this is where the band usually rehearses. Climbing up the small stairs, Penny was hesitant to touch the doorknob, or even turn it. It's embarrassing, really. Cass is now a manager at some company that publishes magazines, and at the same time, she's handling a band very well. Now, looking at Cass compared to herself, Penny feels like a failure. Someone who's homeless. She needs to marry Ethan soon so she can repay Cass for her kindness, or anyone else she owes debts to. She shakes her head, realizing how much she's zoning out. Now, Penny, there's no time for deep analyzing thoughts. Remember, the one kind thing she can do for Cass is be on time. After opening the front door, she saw Cass talking to a janitor. At least, that's what it looks like.
Oh, Penny! You're just in time!
Cass hugged Penny warmly, and she hugged back, a little hesitant. It's been a while since she had a physical contact. Smiling after breaking the hug.
Really? I thought I was late.
No, actually. We're both late. Let's go, Penny. You might recognize some faces.
Recognize some faces? Like old friends from high school? That would be nice. No. Wait. Could it be? Will Lucas be there? No, maybe Penny is just overthinking. No way. After all these years, his friends are still in touch with him. While climbing up the stairs, Cass apologized for how long they had been climbing, since her apartment was at the very top of the building. Penny didn't really mind. It had been so long since she had stretched and moved her creaky bones, despite being a bit chubby. After a few more steps, she heard some muffled music. It must have been Cass's band playing. It was an alternative rock vibe she was hearing. And she wasn't complaining. It was actually her favorite genre from her freshman years.
What's your band names again?
It's named Zaluzas. I know it's a bit corny.
Not really. It's unique in a way.
Cass let out a huge sigh, exhausted from all the steps she had to go through. Now, Penny feels bad, imagining there might be times when Cass forgot something mid-stairs and had to go back all over again just to get it. Now, that will never happen to her. She'll make sure to have everything she needs before leaving for work or something, assuming she might have a job one day. Then, she heard a solo electric guitar playing, with all the other instruments stopping to give it the spotlight. The very familiar voice she was hearing earlier began to sing. It was a beautiful voice for a boy. Penny even closed her eyes to actually feel it. It's been so long since she heard great music. Maybe Cass had a new friend? If yes, then Cass is a pretty good taker for bringing this one at the band. As Cass opened the door, Penny did really saw recognizable faces. There's firstly Dave, Jake, and even Bianca. And the boy who she can see the face because he's not facing her. Penny guessed he might be the one who did the solo earlier. Cass walked to them and everyone suddenly noticed her. Hey, Cass, you're late. Dave laughed and patted her shoulder. While they have a distracted chatting, Penny looked around. The apartment is nice, a good aesthetic for a band. Only it's really huge. It has a second floor. Penny can't help but wonder, where does her bedroom gonna be?
Sorry, I did tell you guys we're gonna have a new one, right? Yeah, it's that girl over there, right?
All of them look at Penny. In coincidence, Penny looked back at the group, and there she saw the face, and now understood why that man's voice is darn familiar. Lucas. Ironically, her ex back at high school years. Well, looks like her theory was right. They still keep in touch with him. It's been so long since she haven't seen his face, and the huge scar that starts below his cheeks to the bridge of his nose. What's up with that? What happened to him while she was gone? Lucas stared at the very figure. The liar, the sick bastard happens to be here, in front of him. Just about having a good day, this little being suddenly appeared and mooted. She's the new member? Lucas doubt cast Pity Penny to join the band. Does she even make a good vocalist? A good help? Maybe a change to her attitude at least? Jake interrupted the tension by hugging Penny.
Pen, look at you! You almost didn't change!
Jake felt nostalgic seeing his favorite nerd all grown up. Div ruffled her hair, which she chuckled. Bianca patted her shoulder hard enough for her to let out a "Ow!" "Remember me, nerd?" Bianca taunted jokingly. Penny nodded, happy to see her old friends.
I guess there's no time for introduction. We all know each other.
Cass shakes her head. It felt surreal seeing them all together now as grown-ups. But she doesn't know all the instruments we play, Dave reminded.
Oh, right. Dave drummer, Jake is our bassist, Bianca mini piano, and me, backup vocalist.
She introduced. Penny nodded, acknowledging their roles. Cassie, I forgot you're technically our manager, Dave reminded again.
Not really heavy duty on me. Oh, sorry. Almost forgot our lead singer, songwriter, and electric guitarist, Lucas. And, I think you very much know back in the days.
Cass laughed awkwardly, realizing these two had some unresolved conflict before. It was years ago. She's pretty sure the two already moved on from it.
That's a lot of rolls.
Penny muttered. Lucas just exchanged a scoff, while setting his guitar by the couch. The atmosphere went awkward. Almost everyone knew about their breakup, which is embarrassing for Penny, knowing that everyone knew what she did that day.
Long time no see.
He offered his hand. She hesitantly shook his hand. Shiver ran through her spine. Has Lucas always been this cold? Or is it caused by the temperature of the room?
Pig.
He spat out, bitterly and lastly. Penny was baffled. This is how you greet an old friend? Offended, Penny retrieved her hand. Was that supposed to be a friendly joke? Does it felt like one? It felt personal. Well, in that case, she could return that vibe.
Okay. Nice to meet you, freak.
Dave's right. They almost never change. Still whiny. Anyways, wanna turn around?
No, thank you. I prefer Cass over a brood.
Ooh. Sorry.
Jake touched the part of his stomach where Dave nudged it. Very badly.
Cass?
Oh, right. Follow me. I'll show you around upstairs and where you're gonna sleep.
Cass offered, and Penny didn't hesitate to take it. Anything just to get her out of this tension. You might think she was confident when facing Lucas. Wrong. She was sweaty as a wreck while saying those words, even worrying the fact that Lucas has been proved handling his anger nowadays. When the two were upstairs, the three burst out of laughing. Lucas just rolled his eyes and ignored
A
them.
brute? You're right, Dave. She never changed. She still have her dictionary.
Lucas had to admit that was a pretty unique insult, but still it pisses him off. Every weekend, the pig in the boot will always fight over something stupid. But this one time mid-rehearsal, while Lucas was trying to harmonize with the girls, Penny kept messing up. Sometimes she's too high, sometimes she's too low.
Penny, can you even sing?
What the like am I doing?
Looks like to me you're singing like a goose.
A goose? How does my voice even sound like a goose?
Very. Your voice can't even hit at the right range we need.
That's what I'm exactly doing.
No, fix your voice.
Stop overreacting. The range I'm doing is fine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The songwriter is talking here.
As the group watched them spouting nonsense to each other, the concerned members they are, they told Cass that maybe the hatred they feel for each other might be serious this time, and it's not for giggles anymore. Cass reassured that the two will eventually cool off and make up. But every weekend, these two always finds a way to fight, even the very small things that can be talked properly like civil adults. But no, Penny and Lucas can turn the situation like it's the end of the world. An example they fight over was an orange juice. The context, Lucas didn't even get a sip and accused Penny she purposely didn't left anything for him since they're, enemies. Another weekend where they fight over the budget, the funds that needs to be spent, Penny suggests that the band should present the best they could. Let buy everything they can to do the best concert. But Lucas argued it's better to stay at the same pattern, that if it didn't work, where are they gonna get the money now?
Look, Cass, don't you want the band to be famous?
So what when we're famous? We're gonna be broke after
Do
anyways?
you even think?
Cass just watched them back and forth, arguing again. This is the very usual one. Writing a song. Usually the band work together and brainstorm to fit all their visions in one song. But of course, the two have to ruin the mood. It was just one verse about liking strings, and they're arguing what's better between. I love the strings because I love you, or loving the strings, they understand me. The band now always expect there's always an argument between the two. It's like the weekend is never complete without the discourse of them. Heck, the band even started to bet it would be a miracle if they stopped nagging at each other for one day. Almost all of them are starting to get irritated at these stupid fights. But come on, the breakup was like very years ago. Freshman years. What could have possibly happened and they still hold a pure hatred to each other? Until one fight is really remarkable to the group. Penny was fixing some boxes. Even if Cass insisted she can do it, Penny refused. It's her repayment after all. After Cass's generosity for letting her stay at the apartment, still not getting a job yet to repay all her debts for everyone. Just a few more months, she can stay away from them and never bother them ever again. She heard an oncoming footsteps from her behind.
Cass, look, I already told you I can't. Oh, it's just you.
My bad. Cassie told me to.
To what?
To help? Duh.
Just move the box of CDs at the corner.
Damn. Didn't know Cassie kept all these stuff.
It's for the company she worked for, stupid. Can you stop calling me a pig?
Why would I?
Because it's getting personal. Even this single request is a mystery to you, stupid. Hey, this is my...
You stop calling me stupid, maybe I'll stop calling you pig. One stupid related word might just maybe.
You think I'm scared? What if every time I called you stupid were true? That you are really stupid.
Wow. Big words from a freeloader.
How did you know about that?
What, you think Cass wouldn't tell me why you're living here? No comeback? Dictionary getting sick of you? Instead of always complaining all the time, how about you look for a job and actually start helping her effort instead of doing nothing?
Can you stop?
Why would I? What? I'm just saying the truth.
Don't you dare! Stop calling me names! Stop acting like you know what I've been told.
Easy, pig.
Then do it, stupid.
Whoa, dude, chill out.
Fuck no, she had it coming.
Calm down, you two. What's going on?
That animal is actually gonna attack me. Can't you believe it?
Aren't you the one wanting to fight?
Really?
Yeah.
The two of you shut up? You know, every single day I come to work drains me. I felt miserable. I felt exhausted. I felt that what I'm doing is not me. So does Bianca, Dave, Jake, and you including. We hate our jobs, and what's our only relief? The band. The only times we could be happy together, expressing ourselves to each other, and have fun. But what did the two of you turn it into? One more fight, and the two of you are out of the band.
Cass barged off, leaving her members behind. We all stayed quiet. Now the atmosphere felt thick and comfy and suffocating, and Penny was the second one to leave. Her guilt gouting her heart, she entered the bathroom crying from what happened earlier. If she didn't join the band, none of this would happen. If he just let her criticism stay in her gut, maybe Cass wouldn't be this mad now. Destroying everyone's happiness because of her past bitterness is unforgivable. She looks at the mirror. She quickly wiped her tears away. Now focus, Penny. You'll get a job by next week and start paying Cass little by little until marriage happens. She can now stay away from Lucas and everyone after. Problem solved.